New York, ranks 0 in customer satisfaction. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Miss America 1991, Marjorie Judith Vincent. Director of the Columbus Zoo, Jack Hanna. And musician, Bruce Hornsby. Plus, Paul Schaefer of the world's most dangerous band. And now, a man whose thick coat means it'll be a hard winter, David Letterman!
Thank you, Letters. You make me feel so proud. Thank you. Today is, what is today's date? Today is September 11th. And here in New York City, this week is the first week that New York City schools are back in session after a long summer recess. And I thought this was a good idea. The kids now, the little school kids, are being asked by their teachers to bring in their weapons into school. And they're being collected, and they will be sent to our boys in Saudi Arabia. I thought, geez, that's what a... Hey, who was that guy? And did you follow any of the big summit there in Helsinki? Now here, as I understand it, here was one of the crucial deals. Bush and Gorbachev in Iraq. And Bush thought that this was a bad idea to have Soviet advisors at this time in particular because of the heightened attention over there. So they achieved a compromise. They came to a deal. And the deal is the Soviet advisors can stay there in Iraq, but they can only give bad advice. So me. Made perfect sense. And the big summit meeting got off to a bad start. Raisa, boy, Paul, you know that Raisa?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, she's got... What? Don't leave me now. Hey, we're only 3 minutes into the show and you're bailing out of me.
Well, no, you're asking me for pronunciation of...
No, come on, help
Mrs.
out
Gorbachev?
over there. Yes,
Raisa.
That's right. Yeah, Raisa, of course. Thank you very much, Paul. At the beginning of the big summit meeting, she turns to Barbara Bush, Mrs. Bush, George's wife there, and she says, so, Barbara, is your son Neil, is he in prison yet? I thought, boy, that's a... You know, I believe I'm coming down with a cold my own self. No, I did it. I did it properly, didn't I?
I think it was me. It was the pronunciation of the name.
I think it was you. You screwed up a lovely...
Hey, it must be Raisa.
This is a $12 joke you screwed up.
I know.
Hey, we got a pretty good show here tonight, don't we? Oh, you know, ever since we've been on the program, one of the nice things about this show, every year at this time, on this very date, we get to have the first television appearance by Miss America. Now, I understand she was on the Today Show before ours, and I understand she was on the Regis and Kathy Lee show. But still in all, we like to think of it as her first real television appearance. She's here, and Jack Hanna has some animals. Sure, of course. And, hey, kids, look who's over at the piano. Yes, it's Bruce Hornsby. Welcome to the program. Good, how are you?
It's great to have Bruce Hornsby sitting in on piano tonight. He has done more to get piano players laid, I think, since...
Hello, testing. Operator. My goodness, are we on the air?
Don't you think? Also on guitar, from Bruce Hornsby's range, George Marinelli Jr.
Hi, George. Nice to see you here.
Tonight.
How many people are in the range? How many folks in the range?
There are 4 of us with 2 ladies added in. We needed a little...
Is that like the range auxiliary?
The range-ette. So, yes, ladies auxiliary of the range.
That's right. Nice to have you here, and thanks for the one lone range member. Oh, geez, I very closely came to making a joke there, didn't I?
Definitely. We can get Tonto in there. That'd be good.
Let's see. You know, you ever see this MTV?
Excuse me?
Are you going to pay attention
I'm
tonight?
trying. No, people are, you know.
Have you ever seen MTV?
I've caught it occasionally.
You folks understand what MTV is. They play the little records and they have that dance party thing. And
24-hour dance party,
I guess the kids are crazy about it. I hardly ever see it. So I happen to be watching it. It's mostly for me fishing shows on ESPN. So one day I happen to be watching it. Now what are you doing?
I'm making arrangements.
Get me through this first 6 minutes, and then you can nap.
I'm making
I don't
arrangements
care.
to hear you electronically. You know, you'd think in this day and age, but no. Anyway.
You can't hear me now?
Now I can. Now we can hear
thanks,
you.
Bruce, for backing him up.
There you go.
Now he's got it.
It's a whole different world when you have the
So I'm watching the
crew on your
MTV,
side.
and I see this lovely, it's like 2 very cute little blonde girls. They look like twin girls with lovely blonde hair down to their waist here, you know. And I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty exciting. And I don't know who this group is. And so later they mention that it's the Nelsons, and I think, oh, that's nice. It's a couple of cute little Scandinavian twins.
No, those.
Oh, and it's Rick Nelson's twin sons.
Sons, yes.
Now,
first of all, you got to know something, though. That's not the Nelsons.
No, it's not. It's just Nelson.
Nelson.
That's right.
Those boys. And they're lovely.
I thought it was twin sisters from Sweden or something.
No. Nice guys, actually. Nice
Are
guys.
they I'm sure they're nice guys. I just, you know, as I'm dialing around, I see them and I say, oh, yeah, Norway, wherever. Sweden, twin.
So you're saying you can't tell the guys from the girls
these kids
anymore?
today, you don't know what they're doing, do you?
No, you can't.
Hey, are we going to do this? Anton, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's another Anton Fig expiration date guess. Anton, please put the blindfold on. All right. All right, may we have the perishable item lady, please? Anton Fig tonight will try and guess the expiration date of a perishable item. Anton, I can tell you that tonight's perishable item is cream cheese with chives. Here we go. Sampling a little bit of it. And there he goes, and he will now tell us the expiration date of tonight's perishable item.
I'm going to say October 30th.
October 30th?
Yep.
All right. October 30th is the guess. May we have the actual expiration date, please? The cream cheese and chives. And it is... Oh, my God, he's done it again! Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's the expiration date, ladies. Man. You know, I want to tell you something. Every night when you do that, it's exciting. But when you hit it right on the money, I'm telling you, man, it's like New Year's Eve in here. Paul, quickly, a little dialing music. Do you mind? Do you have some dialing music? Calling our friend Meg across the street there at, where does she work? Simon & Schuster. Here we go. Oh, quickly. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you very much for the dialing music, Paul. This is the 14th floor looking south across 49th Street to the Simon & Schuster building here in the vast... Hey, Meg, it's me, Dave. How you doing? Can we talk to you on the air? Yes, of course, she says fine. Hi. Wave to everyone there, Meg. Hi, nice to see you. Meg, you had a vacation, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do on your vacation?
I went out to Southampton where my family has a house.
Yeah, was it you and your folks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was you, Mom and Dad.
And actually not Mom and Dad, stepmom, stepsisters, and niece.
I see. So how many again? It's you and 2 stepsisters and a niece?
And a stepmom.
And a stepmom. Mm-hmm. And did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah, we had a great time, except we tried taking the ferry from Montauk to Newport, Rhode Island.
Wow, that's quite a trip, isn't it?
Well, it was also very choppy water, and I got seasick, and it wasn't so much fun.
Yeah, did you warp up like a goat?
Yeah, just like that.
You know, there's nothing, the worst thing about being seasick is 1 minute you're fine, right? And then the next minute your lips start to vibrate and it's too late.
I guess that's sort of how it happened,
yeah. Did your boyfriend Tony go out there with you?
No, he didn't. It was just the women in the family.
Oh, cute. Now, does the family like Tony?
Yes, I think they do.
Yeah, they're in favor of him? They like the idea of Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how do you feel about Tony now? Everything fine with you and Tony?
Everything's okay.
All right. Do you have any photos from your vacation?
No, I broke my camera.
Oh, what kind of camera do you have?
Some cheap automatic.
Yeah. Well, maybe Santa will get you another cheap camera.
That would be nice. That would be great.
And go ahead and ask me about my vacation, Meg.
How was your vacation?
I had a lovely time. Guess what I did?
What?
150 on the Autobahn.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, Meg, did you happen to see the Miss America pageant Saturday night?
No, I have to admit I
oh, you didn't see it? Do you know who the new Miss America is?
Well, I've seen pictures of her.
Yeah, but do you know what state and all? Do you know anything about her? What state?
New Jersey?
No, no. Oh, Meg, please, honey, you're making a fool of yourself.
I'm sorry. Please, then, just fill me in.
All right, she's Miss Illinois.
Oh.
Or as we say in Indiana, Miss Illinois. And she's on the program tonight.
Right.
Yeah, and also Bruce Hornsby and one of the Rangers.
Only one?
Now every time I phone, oh, by the way, what happened to that woman whose hair we washed that night?
She's still here. Her hair looks fine.
What was her name?
Tara.
Tara?
Yeah.
Is she around?
She's not in my office, no.
No, I know that, but is she on the same floor?
Yes, she is.
Would it be possible just to get a look at her?
I could try to get someone to find her, sure.
Okay, but pretend like we're not on TV, so we'll just kind of get a candid look at her.
Right, okay.
Okay. Now, Meg, also what we thought we would do, if you're going to be there a few more minutes, we're going to ask the new Miss America to come over and say hello to you in your office.
Okay, I'll be here.
So see if you can't get together like a little reception. Have those boneheads you work with send out for crackers and stuff.
Okay, I don't know how quickly we can get it, but we always have sodas.
Well, nothing elaborate. Candy and sodas.
Okay.
Okay, and then maybe invite that Tara over, okay?
Okay.
All right, now don't hang up. We'll chat with you from time to time.
Okay.
I'm glad you had a nice vacation, Meg.
Thanks, I'm glad you did.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, that's the lovely... No, I think we'll just go away here. Sure. Let's do our first, and then we'll bring out Miss America. We got a great program. Jack Hanna with Zoo Animals, Bruce Hornsby, and that's right, the brand new 1991 Miss America, Miss Illinois, Marjorie Judith Vincent. We'll be right back with all of this stuff in a couple of minutes. Can we look out there again? Can we see if Meg's... Meg, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, did you find that girl, that Tara?
Yes, she's right over here.
Just bring her in. Tell her you got to talk to her about some expense accounts or something.
Actually, she came on in to talk about that expense account.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's the deal on that horse there? Some kind of piñata?
Yeah, we tried to make it as festive as possible.
Yeah. Well... You know, I believe the new Miss America actually is Mexican, so you've done a... Hey, Meg, oh yeah, that's the big bottle of wine, isn't it? So we're ready to party.
We sure are.
Meg, did you see the U.S. Open?
I've sort of been following it, but not that closely.
Yeah, well, it's over, so quit following it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how about that guy who won? Wasn't he something, 19 years old?
Yeah.
Quite a player.
American also, right?
Now, see, I had a dream that maybe the new U.S. Open winner and the new Miss America would start dating and fall in love, but...
That's a nice idea.
All right, we'll talk it up when she comes over.
Are they here yet?
Oh, no, they're not here. They're coming here first, then they're coming over to your place.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I don't want you guys sloppy drunk by the time she arrives.
No, we're just going to limit ourselves to seltzer until she comes.
All right, say hello to Tara. We'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, that's a big party over there, Paul. Miss America. A piñata and wine.
Yes, indeed.
See, that's why this is Miss America's first actual television
This is a real appearance.
Yeah, sure.
The others don't really.
Those other things you can do in your sleep.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that Regis and Kathy Lee thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Today Show, you can doze right through that.
She probably did.
Here we go from the home office in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, before Miss America 1991 arrives. The category tonight from our top 10 file, top 10 surprises in President Bush's speech. You know, tonight he addresses the joint houses of Congress in a televised speech. Top 10 surprises in that speech.
This is a speech which will have,
it was on earlier
aired earlier this evening.
That's the reason that we're not on until 4.
Ah.
We're normally on at 12:30. Tonight we're coming on at 4.
4 a.m.
No, I think it's actually 4:11.
4:11 till 5:11.
Coincidentally, the height of my first wife. Did you know that?
4:11.
Here we go. Here we go. Top 10 surprises in Bush's speech. Number 10. First president to address joint session of Congress shirtless. Well, there you go, right off the bat. Number 9, refreshing decision to read speech in comical Italian accent. Well, number 8, introducing the former Miss America's Bert Parks skipped. Well, how about that? Ha! Number 7, Secret Service's excessive use of force in subduing Energizer Bunny. Number 6, way Jack Kemp and Elizabeth Dole openly made out all during speech. Number 5, entertaining way his puppet pal Coco announced tax increases while President drank a glass of water. Number 4, offer to sell at book value his old Air Force One. Number 3, revealing that he killed Laura Palmer. Number 2, giving Hussein the finger. This is a nice touch on the hair tonight, isn't it, Paul? This little bit.
Got a lovely...
This little isthmus. This little... That's awfully cute. Let me put that back up there.
Superman had that.
He had one of these?
He had a curl.
Oh, there it is again. It's the Gulf of Mexico, right? Up. Oh, this is the Persian Gulf is what that is.
Really?
And the number 1 surprise in George Bush's speech. How long can he go? How long do you think he can go on this? How long do you think Anton can go on that?
He could go. He could go as long as you can wait.
Concluding speech by saying, time to make the donuts. On Saturday night in Atlantic City, I watched this program top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also saw the Finelli boys, or the Finelli kids, or the Finelli brothers. I don't know, it's a show.
Oh, the boys?
It's middle-aged Italian guys. The youngest is like 38, and the oldest is in his 50s. And they all at once moved back into the house with Mom.
Sounds like a cute show.
Oh, that's great. On Saturday night in Atlantic City, Miss Illinois was crowned as the 70th Miss America. Here now is a look at that magic moment.
Congratulations, Miss America. Oh, there she is, Miss America.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Miss America, Marjorie Judith Vincent. Yeah, you've been Miss America now. First of all, congratulations. I thought you did a great job on the big show. Is that like the most pressure you've experienced as a young woman? It has to be, I think.
You know, actually it is, because a lot of people don't realize what goes into competing for Miss America. And it's an extended job interview because you have to go through the interview, which is 7 minutes,
sure.
And they can ask you anything they want to. And then you have talent, which is worth 40%. And for many contestants, it's a lot of pressure having to go out on stage, and especially Saturday night performing in front of millions of people.
And I would guess all day Saturday there's a big rehearsal, all day Friday there's a big rehearsal, so it just keeps going and going and going.
2 weeks of rehearsals and press interviews and a lot of other activities they have planned for us.
Yeah, and then Gary Collins hitting on all the girls. That must really... Doesn't that get annoying after a while?
I wouldn't know about that, to tell you the truth.
And then you played Chopin.
Yes, I did.
And it looked to me like a very intricate, very complicated bit of piano playing. And you were able to do it flawlessly.
Yes, it was. Actually, that was the best I performed it, but it was a little distracting because we have cameras that are clicking for press photographers and trying to get pictures, and that can be a little annoying.
That happens here whenever I play the piano.
Oh, I didn't know you played. I'd love to hear you.
Oh, yes, well, perhaps we'll get together one day. So, first of all, tell me, what did happen with Bert Parks? There's been a lot of speculation, a lot of discussion. This was the first year he had been invited back after like an 11 or 12-year layoff, and now he's back and suddenly things go to hell. What happened there?
Well, I wouldn't say they went to hell. I thought it was a wonderful program, and I enjoyed myself. And it was just exciting having Burt Parks back. He hasn't been back for several years now, and having him sing when I walked down the runway.
Well, you know, he does a nice job with the song.
Yes, he does.
Now, what was that an actual surprise? Because Gary Collins made it sound like this is something that they hadn't planned.
Well, we didn't find out he was singing until the rehearsal that day.
Yeah.
So we were all under the assumption that he would be singing just to the former Miss America. So it was wonderful.
So, yeah. Now, when he was introducing the former Miss Americas, everything was going along fine. He got like through the first 5 or 6, and then suddenly something happened. Were you guys aware of what the problem was?
No, we had no idea. As far as we were concerned, everything was going smoothly.
Yeah, yeah. All right, now let's talk about you a little bit. You're a law student. Yeah, yes. 3rd year.
Yes.
You attend. You're going to Duke.
Yes, I am.
And what kind of law do you want to practice?
I want to practice corporate law with an emphasis in the international area.
Yeah. And I understand you're studying Japanese, or you speak Japanese?
No, I started studying Japanese last semester, in fact, but it was difficult because during fall semester, law students are doing a lot of interviewing with different law firms. Right. And it's difficult because studying Japanese, it demands a lot you and I just didn't have that time.
Yeah, it's not the kind of thing you can pick up in a weekend, is it?
No, it isn't.
And have you thought about going into show business law? Because that's, you know, you make a lot of money in show business.
No,
law.
I haven't. No.
Well, think about it.
Okay, I'll do that. Give me a call sometime when you need me.
All right. And do you have a boyfriend? Is he just? Oh, and he must just be beside himself. I would think that this is a tough position for him to be in now.
Yes, it is. Well, we've been dating since January, and he's excited because he's seen what I've gone through to become Miss Illinois and then to become Miss America, so he's thrilled.
And he realizes, of course, now that he's history, I guess, huh?
I wouldn't say
that. But you're Miss America. Just adios, pal.
Well, that doesn't mean... Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to change.
I know. Of course, I'm just teasing. Now, what does your boyfriend do?
Actually, he just graduated from school, and he's working right now, and he'll be going to law school in about 2 years.
Also. Yeah, also. But you know, if you get into a tough moment, or you get in a little fight, or a little, I don't know, some tension, you can always say, yeah. Could you be Mr. America? And probably he couldn't. And what kind of things do you do for fun? Do you play athletics? Do you run? Do you swim? Any of that? What do you do?
Well, I like to be outdoors. I enjoy doing that. And one of my favorite pastimes when I'm home is going to amusement parks wherever I am. In fact, I love amusement parks, and I'll be going to Disney World tomorrow.
All right. What is your... Now, did they pay you to say that?
No, I'm serious. I've been dying to go to Disney World, and every time I ask someone to go with me, they don't want to go because they say it's for kids. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I went to Disneyland years and years ago, and I thought it was for kids. But once you get there, you realize that it's a great deal of fun.
They have a lot of things for us grown old people.
Yeah. And do you have some time off now before all of this stuff begins?
No, absolutely not. I've been going on and on since I won. So the minute I won, in fact, I was doing press interviews, photos, and the next morning I was up. I think I had like an hour and a half sleep.
Yeah. Now, do you think that will you get tired of this after a few months?
No, I won't. You know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I've been enjoying every moment of it. It's hectic, it's busy, but I like it like that.
Yeah. Boy, you're just a knockout. You have beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
What about the other women there in the big pageant? Did you get along well with them?
You know, to tell you the truth, this is the first time, and this is in all honesty I say this is the first time I've competed, and all the contestants have been wonderful, and they've been friendly to each other. In fact, there was one contestant who needed an evening gown, and another state contestant lent her the evening gown. So it was just wonderful.
So that's the epitome of good sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what, now this is a silly question, but is there one, boy, you were really surprised by the announcement, weren't you? Is there one moment or one feeling that you'll carry with you the rest of your life? Aside from this interview here tonight, of course.
Yeah, this has got to be the worst. This is probably the worst point of my year.
Hey, no, really? The worst point of your year?
I'm just kidding. See, you can't take a joke.
That's right, I can't. All right. Now, Marjorie, do you mind going across the street to see our friend Meg? Hal, let's take a look at Meg. You do mind?
I'm just kidding. I'd like to go.
See, look, there's Meg. There they are. Future snipers of America over there.
You better get out. That's a dinky party.
No, it'll be the party will begin when you arrive.
A good party.
All right. Well, so we'll take a look at you over there. Nice meeting you. Congratulations. Have a great year. It's Miss America, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.